here's another video in my carb cycling series. I've done a few previous videos, one on why I use carb cycling, and the last one was how carb cycling actually works. This time, I want to talk to you about reward days in your carb cycling, why you need them, why they're important, and why you should not skip them. So reward days, what exactly are they? They are a break in your carb cycling routine that you can spend the day or just a meal consuming the foods that you love and that you enjoy. So why should you do this? Why should you go off your strict routine and treat yourself with a reward day? One, believe it or not, this actually helps you stay on track. If you treat yourself to the foods that you love and that you enjoy at least one day a week, it is easier to follow the rules the other 6 days. It helps you feel like that you're not depriving yourself. So if you're craving something on a particular day, you may not be able to have it that day, but you know that maybe tomorrow or maybe in 2 days, you will be able to have it. So it gives you the strength to get to that reward day. Very, very important. 2, believe it or not, reward days actually boost your metabolism. Your body will raise its metabolic rate in response to the increased calories that you're putting in your body. When you go back to your carb cycle the next day, you will be burning a greater amount of fat. So it's a win-win situation. So on reward days, you are really triggering up your metabolism. It's burning a lot hotter and a lot faster to try to keep up with the calorie consumption that you're doing. And third, the reason you should have a reward day is because it kind of is like number one. It's gonna help you stick with this plan for good. You will finally find a meal plan or this isn't really a diet. I hate to use that word. This is actually a meal plan. But finally you'll be able to stick with it because it is your lifestyle now. You don't have to never eat the foods that you like again. You're never gonna stick with that. Nobody's ever gonna have a lifestyle of never eating whatever it is that you like to eat again. Just not gonna happen. So if you put one day a week that you can't have that, this plan you can stick with for your lifestyle. Now, with all that being said, of course, there is a but, a what if, so to speak. I do have a big, huge caution to tell you about. You have to stay away from your trigger food. Most everyone has one. If you don't, good for you. But almost everyone has a trigger food. And what is a trigger food? It is a food that once you start eating it, you can't stop. There's no portion control. So maybe it's once you start eating chips, you've already eaten the entire bag. Or maybe if you start eating ice cream, you've eaten the entire pint. Or maybe you eat Girl Scout cookies and you've eaten an entire sleeve. Yeah, that's a problem. We can't have those foods. For me, it was any kind of sweets and candy. Once I started, I couldn't stop. So I had to give them up totally and entirely, and now 6 years later I'm definitely okay with it. But all other foods that aren't my trigger foods, pizza, burgers, french fries, I can have those once a week and then the next day go right back into it. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying, it's not a slippery slope. So you have to be careful with those foods that might actually put you in a setback on your reward day. So if there's something that you eat and you can't stop eating it once you do, you've got to get rid of it. So there you go. It's that simple. You do carb cycling, you get one reward day to eat the foods you love and that you enjoy, that'll keep you happy and hopefully be able to stick with this plan for a lifestyle. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the section below, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.